What is up, everybody? It's Foxy for real. So today we are going to do a review of the Play Arts Kai variant of Venom. Now this figure is a figure I was eyeballing for a long time, and I finally got it, and I got him at a good deal. Now GameStop's having a buy one get one free at the time of this video on all of their clearance. I got him for $60 after a gift card, and then I got Black Widow for free. So if you have a deal like that around you, I highly suggest this figure. Now he's 70 something, I think he's 79 or 72. I'm not really quite sure because I had that gift card, but he is a little bit cheaper now. He's not at 129 like the price tag says. He is clearance. I believe it's $79.97. I want to say $79.97. But after a gift card and everything, I got him for $60, and then I got Black Widow for free. So I have my coffee. I hope y'all have yourself a drink and a snack, because let's get right into this video. And let's get right into the box. Here is the box on the front. Has Venom right there, creepily crawling variant Play Arts right there. Venom. If you open the box, you can see where the figure is being held, as well as a little backstory to Venom. I'm gonna hold that right there. If you can see that and read it, you can read it if you'd like to. And let's get into it. So here's the side of the box. It tells you what he is, just in case you want to display your boxes. And the other side, and there's a little bit of symbiotic stuff right there. Has Venom's name, variant Play Arts, plastered everywhere. Here's the top of the box, once again plastered right there. And here's the back of the box. Has a little bit of different ways you can pose Venom if you'd like to do it the way they do, or you can just make your own. And at the bottom, it just shows you what's been made and a bunch of Japanese Chinese lettering. So without further ado, let's get into this figure. Alright, getting into this figure and starting with the accessories first, you get two of these bald fist hands. Now that pad right there is pretty much like on the Marvel Legends, where his webbing shoots out. That white pad in the Marvel Legends, that's what that is. It's just Play Arts' version of it. Same with this hand right here. It's a grasping hand right there, so he looks like he's climbing up, climbing towards you, and it also has that pad. Now as you can see right here, you get two of these hands. It's pretty much like the webs coming out of it. You can see where I'm talking about, where the web actually does come out of that. You can see, and underneath that, his hand is there and is covered in webbing. And like I said, you get two of those, right and left. So here's the other one with the web coming out, and then you get this hand right here, which I pretty much use this whenever I pose because it has these flat pieces right here. I use it to hold him up. So it's like he's webbing the ground. That's what I use it for, and other people might use it for something different, but that's what that one is. With the head that he has on him now, you also get this head of Venom pretty much just smiling. The classic little Venom grin that he has all the time. So that's pretty much it for the accessories. Let's move on into the figure. Now here is the figure itself right there. You can see there's a little gappage there. It just depends on how you pose him. If you pose him with him, usually, like, I mean, Venom's usually hunched over, so if you pose him like that, that don't look too bad. But I'll get into that more in the video. Here is the Marvel Legends pose next to him. As you can see, there is a considerable height difference. This figure is huge. With his head all the way back, this figure does stand around 10 and a quarter inches tall. Now this head right here is my favorite head to put on him. As you can see, the tongue, I didn't know this till recently, but the tongue will actually move. You can pose the tongue, and it is removable, and the jaw is hinged. Alright, now here is the second head that you get. Now like I said, there's the hinged jaw. You can open his mouth, close his mouth, and the tongue is removable, as you can see. And I don't know what that really does for it, except for, I don't know, it looks like it just don't look right to me, but it can work. Just depending on what pose you do. If you have Spider-Man beating him up, I guess you can look beat up like that. But yeah, the tongue is removable. Let's go ahead and pop that back on for the rest of the video. The traps on here really give him a big beefy look. Compared to other Play Arts, he's about the same size, which I'm okay with. A lot of people did not like that because they think Venom should be much bigger. Him and Spidey stand the exact same height from research that I've done. I do want to get that Spidey in the future, but he's just more beefy than Spider-Man is, and it just works, you know. The arm can go all the way up. There is a very soft plastic up here where the arm, that's where it stops right there. It can go all the way up to there and all the way down to here. It goes all the way back, kind of like the butterfly, and all the way forward. So even with this big old shoulder, he can move pretty well. I wish he could go up further than that, but there's not many poses that I'm going to be doing with this figure that I'm going to need more range of motion than that. So On the backside of his elbow, he does have this little armor appeal look, but it does really work with Venom because it gives him more of that symbiotic look. As you can see on his shoulder, he also has spikes. It just works for him. It's really unexplainable why they're like that, but there's no reason to explain it because it works. The hands are on a ball joint hinge as well. You can go all the way back and all the way forward. Now, the only gripe I have is in his torso. The torso, if you pop his torso up all the way, it gives this little gappage here. Now, the only time I'm going to be doing that is if he is crawling, and you're not going to be seeing it because he's going to be on the ground. However, on the back side, if you're displaying him backwards like this, and you have him hunched over, there's also gappage there. But other than that, you can see that soft plastic does come back around his body easily. Other than that, the only other gripe I have about him is his range of motion on his legs. Now, this soft piece right here around him that every Play Arts has, it gives a lot of cover towards the gappage whenever you pose him. But right here, that's the only range of motion that this figure has for legs. That's as high as he can go each side. He can't do the splits. That's all he's got. But the legs do go all the way forward, and they do go back that far, which it's enough for me with the poses that I'm going to be doing with Venom. There might be more creative people out there that do better poses, but with the range of motion, I think he's perfect. It don't bother me. It's just a little gripe that I have, but it does not bother me that he can't have his leg all the way up. I mean, he's not a little guy like Spider-Man, but I understand Venom is iconic with his poses and everything that he does. And yeah, so his legs are double jointed. They can go all the way back into him like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's enough for me. That right there is enough for me to do all the poses that I want to do. Both legs are like that. And the feet as well. You can turn it sideways. And with the feet as well, they can go all the way back, all the way forward, and there is a toe hinge that goes all the way down and up just in case you need added stability. Now this figure, getting out of the articulation points, this figure is awesome. The paint that has the grays and the blacks and the purples, the silver for the spider logo on his chest. This is an awesome spider logo. Now, it isn't the classic Venom, but it is something new, something we've never really saw before. And same with his eyes. It's just something new that Play Arts decided to go with. And kudos for them, because trying something new, especially with all the OG collectors and everything, everybody likes what things used to look like. They don't really like seeing things in a newer way. Kind of like Spider-Man's suit on Avengers Civil War. Nobody really liked that because it was something new. But with this works. This looks awesome. I'm sure everybody can agree that this is a fantastic logo, especially with the purple hues going down towards the middle and up towards the top right here. It even blends into his suit with the purple hues right there on his back, all the way around him, all the way down to his feet, on his knee pads. Now, the cool thing about this figure is the detail. Besides the purple, you got the webbing on his feet. You even have the webbing on the bottom of his feet. This figure is highly detailed, and I suggest anybody to go buy it because I love this thing. This is probably one of my favorite Play Arts Kai, and I do have the Sparta Batman, and that's second to this one. This Sparta Batman comes with tons of accessories. This one comes with hands, and this is my favorite. If you all have the chance to pick up this figure, please do so. I've been having so much fun posing this thing, and I'm going to be having more fun posing this thing as I do a posing showcase right after this review, so stick around. Let's do this. thank you all so much for watching this showcase and review. Stay tuned for the next day or so. I'm going to be doing a review on this Black Widow as well that I picked up. And it is a Play Arts Kai. So, thank you all for watching. And as always, stay foxy.